Okay, so welcome back, everybody. As I just had a couple of little sound issues there, but it looks like we have sorted them out. So it is the best trick of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. On the water, we have Simon Justin. He is going to be going up against another 4 riders. So let's see who's going to be out there. We're going to have Kiko Reut, we're going to have Graham Harney, and we're going to have Alan Trancard. So the way this works is each rider has 4 trick attempts. They have about a 1 minute to be able to perform each of these tricks, and their best trick will be the one that counts. Big move there for Kiko Reut, the youngster. He's going to be happy with that one. That looked like a front row tic-tac, if I'm not mistaken. Just caught the bottom section of that move. I apologize. Coming up, we are going to have Graham Harney, the Ocean Rodeo rider. It is going to be his turn. Just a little remember, if you're just joining us, this is day 4 of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. I'm Josie Ashton, and it is a pleasure to be here for the 2nd year. And what a place to run the finals of the GKA Kitesurf World Cup. Here we can see Angelita, the youngster from Spain. Good way to start off that best trick. He's definitely one of the favorites on this discipline. So here we can see Graham Harney. Looks like, unfortunately, he didn't quite get the landing on that one so far. So that would mean he is going to miss his first trick attempt. Just, rolling into the best trick here. You have to see what these boys are going to go for. Here we have Alan Trancard. So this is the guy. It's his turn on the water right now. And we're going to see what move. Is it going to be right foot forward? Is it going to be left foot forward? Some of the guys are preferring the little kickers, those little ramps that we can see on the way out. And then a lot of the other ones, like Simon Justin, really does like that inside flat section. The best trick is the one that's going to make you go through 4 attempts to get that maneuver. And if you are in first position of the heat, you will be going into the super final of the best trick here at the GKA Kite Pro 2019. Here I can see Alan Trancard. He did do a maneuver on the way out. He's going to turn around. As I mentioned, he has 1 minute to be able to produce the goods here to get those kudos from the judges. Looks like he's got a good amount of speed going out. What is the local Brazilian got for us? He had a very good single elimination. Okay, popping off, going up. A nice little board off tic-tac there. Just unfortunately not being able to get the board underneath his feet. So that's going to be a crash there for Alan Trancard. Okay, so coming up next, we're going to be going into the 2nd round of attempts here for all of the boys. So we are going to have Simon Justin. It's his turn. So the duotone rider from Barbados. So we can see that slow-mo of that maneuver from Alan Trancard there. Just unfortunately not being able to get the land on that one. So Simon Justin is up next, the young guy from Barbados with the blonde dreadlocks. It is going to be his turn on the water. We can just see him entering the water. Music is starting to pump. I saw the Red Bull hammer down here, so we're going to get this party started, get the people down the beach, get them shouting and roaring here for their champion. Simon Justin going up, big back row, tic-tac. Can he land it? Yeah, good landing there for him. He's going to be happy to get some scores on the board. So far, we have Kiko Reut in the lead, but Simon Justin is probably equaled, if not increased, that score from Kiko in the first move. Back roll, tic-tac. Good move there from Simon Justin. Easy, calm, cool, and collected. This is the Stylmeister. And here I can see Angelita, local boy from Tarifa, Kiko Reut. What has he got for us? So far, it does look like he is going to stay in the lead by the skin of his teeth. So he's going to have to up his game a little bit if he doesn't want these boys to get past him. Just making sure he understands, making sure he knows what's he got to do. Okay, going out. Kiko Reut on the water. Youngster from Spain. One of the rookies here on the tour, and he is very happy because he is going to end up in the top 10 of the overall ranking here for 2019. So very good achievement there for the youngster. Double front roll. Can he land it? He does. Double grab front roll there for Kiko Reut. Nice clean landing, not the biggest, not the most stylish way of doing those front rolls, still getting the numbers on the board. Reckon that's going to be a high 6 for him, so he's probably going to increase a little bit over there. You can just see, getting that front roll around, goes 1 and goes 2, comes down, pulls that bar, gets the landing. Great ride in there from the youngster. 7.03, so he has increased his lead so far in this heat. In second position, we have Simon Justin with a 5.63. So that was attempt number 2 for Kiko Reut, and here we have Graham Harney from Canada also going for his second attempt. Okay, Graham Harney looking like he's going to eye up a bit of a chop. There's a nice section there. Going up, back roll, tic-tac, double tic-tac. Oh, almost getting it underneath him, just unfortunately losing the second spin of the board there. Still, great riding here from the Canadian. He still has another 2 attempts to be able to get it. I can hear a nice little bit of XX music in the background. This is the GKA Kite Pro 2019, and this is the way to do it. You can see Reese Myerscott from Canada making sure his teammate from Ocean Rodeo has all the info he needs to be able to go through to the next round. So far, Graham Harney unfortunately not being able to land the trick, but that was a very nice back roll double tic-tac attempt for him there. Here we have Alan Trankar. Looks like he's going to be doing something right foot forward, popping out. Looks like he was trying to go again for that tic-tac front roll flip, but just not getting the rotation. Doesn't look like he's happy with himself. Does look a little bit lighter out there. As I mentioned before, had a session myself, really nice just to get out on my 10 meter. But these boys, you know, obviously best of the best, and they wanted it to be windier and windier, to go higher and higher, because this is the best trick of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. So that's the second round of attempts for every rider, going back to Simon Justin, the guy from Barbados. He has a school in Barbados called Upwind Kite, so make sure if you ever go over there, this is the man to check out. He can take you to the next level of your riding, and he's going to go out for his third trick attempt. Simon already has a back roll tic-tac in the bag. I reckon he's probably going to produce the goods coming towards the judge tower on that left foot forward tack. He didn't. He was mentioning in one of the interviews we had with him during the day yesterday. He did say that his local beach where he's from in Barbados, most of the wind is from the other direction, so he's used to hitting those kickers with that left foot forward. So he's taking a while to get used to it here, but man, he's been riding really well, and it's with moves like this that has gotten him into the position. So big front row rodeo. Nice and stylish, lands it without even getting the pinky wet, so absolutely great ride in there from Simon Justin. We can see it's a little light, but still getting some numbers on the board. So far, he's going to have to probably do something a little bit bigger if he wants to get the win over Kiko Reut, because he has a 7.03. Really love these slow-mo replays. We can see every little detail, see the white in the boys' eyes here to get every single little detail to know exactly how to be doing it. And I'm going to be slow-moing a lot of these moves tomorrow, because going out there this morning, I realized I have a long way to go in the strapless discipline. Here we have the youngster from Spain going out towards the chop. He's already got that double front roll grab. I reckon he's probably going to go for that front roll double tic-tac we've seen him do during the single elimination. Okay, front roll, tic-tac. Good landing there from the youngster Kiket. So that is going to be a good score for him. Probably on top of the score he already had for that double front roll. So he's going to be happy. And we can just see the Anguilita dance there. So muy grande, señor. Muy grande. Perfect front roll there from Kiket. Tic-tacking it out on the bottom section of that jump. Landing with ease. Landing completely, not even getting his ankles wet. So yeah. If you're going to do it, it's going to be like that, and that is going to give you the score of a 7.53 here for the youngster, taking the lead in this heat. Okay, looks like Graham Honey's wants to do it coming towards the beach, or no, actually it looks like he's going to go upwind to be able to get a little bit of amplitude on these moves. Red Bull DJ on the beach, starting to pump up the tunes. This is the final day here of the GKA Kite Pro. This is the day we are going to be crowning our world champions, and what an event it has been so far. Graham Harney looking for that bit of chop. He is. Okay, goes up, back roll. Trying the back roll flip, just not quite getting the rotation of the board that he wanted to there. So that is going to be a third crash there for the Canadian. There you can see the replay, just not quite getting the flip around that board that he wanted to. So, Alain Trancard, we can just see him waiting there on the shore. He's going to be going out now. Had a very impressive performance in the single and double elimination. Coming in, has a very laid-back style, making everything look very easy, but at the moment still yet to land a trick. This is his third trick attempt. He's already got 2 crashes on the board, so he's going to have to up his game if he wants to have a chance of taking the win here in this heat. Okay, he did manage to... He's just getting the, looks like he was getting the seaweed off of his fins there. Now he's going to be going out. He looks like he's got a gust here, a bit more speed. See if he can produce the goods on this third trick attempt. Alain Trancard from Brazil going out, right foot forward. Up he goes. Oh, nice little trickety trick there from him. So that is a board off tic-tac to a varial flip landing on it. So a little varial tic-tac on the varial flip on the end of that move. Skateboardy kind of finger flip things. Really nice, but that is going to be a decent score. I do doubt it's going to be on top of the 7.53 from Kiket, but that might take him into second position, just waiting for some numbers to be dropped. Really like how he just spins that board round just before he ends, just a little extra element of style there. Instead of just putting the board down, he actually flips it onto the water. Good move there from Alan. Here we can see Simon Justin going out for his final trick attempt. I reckon once again he's going to be producing the goods on the way back. Okay, it does look like he's going to be trying to go on the way back. Simon Justin. Left foot forward, Hal, like a bat out of hell here. You can see him speeding through. Is he going to get some good height on this one? Oh, Eye of the Tiger right now. Okay, Rodeo, small kite loop, light wind conditions out there. Just unfortunately getting hit up by the chop there on the inside. So that is going to be his final attempt. So unfortunately, Simon Justin is not going to be able to make it through to the next round. But Graham Harney and Alex Trancard can still have a chance of trying to get increases the score from this youngster, Kiko Reut. And Kiko Reut is going to be going out to see if he can get anything bigger than a 7.53. You can see it's quite light out there. Simon do a very good job looping that kite around, just a little rodeo, but unfortunately just completely landing on the piece of chop there, so that will be a crash for him. Here we have Kiko Roy going out. Okay, back roll, tic-tac. Can he get it under his feet? Back roll. Ooh, trying the back roll tic-tac to revert landing. But as we've been saying, it's a little bit of a washing machine out there, so you really have to navigate yourself in between the top. But he's already got a 7.53 up there. Graham Honey and Alan Trancard have definitely got their work cut out for them. I can see Kiko Roy, he's happy. I can see the tongue biting between the teeth there, but he has left the door open there for Graham Harney and Alan Trancard to see if they can produce anything bigger than a 7.53. Here we see Graham on the way out. Is he going to do a right foot forward? No, it looks like he's going to jibe and maybe produce the goods coming towards the shore. Here we have the young Canadian coming towards us, speeding. Looks like the wind's starting to pick up. 2:30 in the afternoon here in the Rancho de Peixe. He does. Big board off kite loop. Can he pull it off? Great landing. Really keeping it together there. Very impressive to see him not come off of the board. Is that going to be bigger than a 7.5? I reckon it isn't. I'm going to go as far as saying I do not think that is going to be bigger than a 7.5. Probably around the 4-ish to 5-ish. There you go, 4.73. So Graham Harney is not going to be making it through to the next round, but talk about determination there on that kite loop. Solid maneuver for the Canadian. Coming up next, we have Alan Trancard, who's going to have the last attempt to take the win away from Kiko Reuten to gain a place into that super final. Here we have Alan Trancard on the water. This was the move that he went for. Back roll, tic-tac with the shove-it style. Bit of a butt check there on the, didn't really get the height that he wanted to. So yeah, that is definitely not going to be anything above 4 point something. So it looks like, yeah, it is confirmed. We're going to have Kiko Roy, El Anguilita from Spain, going through to the super final here of the GKA Kite Pro 2019 Best Strict Discipline. Congratulations, Kiko. Muy bien, señorito. So that was a great heat in between these guys. We could see a couple of good moves there, but it looks like Kikette had the upper hand. And this was that one of those moves there from Alan Trancard. That's one of those tic-tac attempts, not quite getting the land in there. And Simon Justin, this was that back roll tic-tac he had in the early stages of the heat. Great landing there from him. So impressive stuff from all of these guys. And Kikette here, this is that double front roll to start off the heat. Coming up next, we're going to be going through to heat number 2 of the best trick. But yeah, just enjoy some of these slow-mos. We'll have a short commercial break, and we'll be right back here at the beautiful beach of Prea in front of Rancho de Peixe.
Okay, Kike, we're having some fun here today with this best trick competition. You're just passing through into the best trick final. Did you have fun out there?
Yeah, it was super fun. It was a bit light, but with the 11 today, I feel better than yesterday.
Yeah.
So super good, super stoked.
Kike, tell me, what has been your favorite moment of being on the World Tour this season?
This season, the best moment I think was here because I feel so good with the conditions. I can't do a good position in the ranking, but I do super good score, so I'm super happy about that.
Well, great job, Kike. Thank you, and we'll see you in the super final coming up a little bit later. Send a message to everyone tuned in from Spain.
Un saludo a todos y un saludo a mi familia.
Muchas gracias, Kike. Good luck. Thank you. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Gemma. Congratulations, Kike. Felicidades, chaval. Very good ride in there. Definitely does look a little bit light, but he is one of the light wind masters. Looks looking like he's having a good time out there on his 11. So we are be going to the next round, heat number 2 of the best trick here at the GKA Kite Pro 2019. We have a couple of big names coming out on the water now. First up, we're going to have James Carew, number 3 ranked in this event. And then we're going to be going through to Camille Delanoy, number 2 ranked in this event. Calden Lopez, Cape Verdean, very talented rider. And Marcelo Araujo, a young Brazilian who really impressed me in the single eliminations. You can see all the boys down on the beach getting ready, just exchanging some tips, exchanging some ideas. Who will prevail here at the best trick in the beautiful location of Prea? We will only find out very soon, as we are going to be doing heats 1 to 4 of the men. That would give the winner of each one of those 4 heats will go through to the super final. So far, one of those finalists is going to be Kiko Roy from Spain. You can see the beautiful setup here at the GKA Kite Pro 2019. The beaches started to get crowded. People are coming down, and I would definitely come down if you had the best freestylers in the world out on the water. Going into the water now, I can see out of the left-hand side of my booth, James Carew. So James Carew is going to be going up first. It is his turn. There's the buzzer. This means the heat is on, and that is the drone shot of this beautiful location with the Rancho de Peixe in the background. Going to be interesting to see what this man can produce for us. Very, very big rider. He has been one of the most powerful guys on tour. Didn't have the best double elimination heat that I know he wanted to, but still 3rd position on the podium. And he is going to be very high up on that podium in the overall ranking. What position we will have to find out later. Oh, going for the 3-1-3 off on the buzzer. You can see the smile on his face. He landed that for the first time yesterday in the heat against Camille Delanoy. Just unfortunately didn't do enough to be able to get through to the final. So that's the first attempt there for James Carew. Coming up next, Camille Delanoy. Good extension there. Rotates it round, just didn't quite get the pass to be able to make the landing on that one. Coming up next, we have Camille. He's going to be going out. Really likes these right foot forward moves. He does hit the kicker straight on. Very impressive riding. Won one of the 2 finals yesterday, but just couldn't beat Ayrton Cosolino twice. Having a little bit of trouble in that second final. Still incredible rider, living here in Prea pretty much 6 months of the year, and I'm not surprised he has the level that he does, because this is one of the water sports mecca, and what a place to call your back garden. You can see him going up. That's a front row there for Camille. It does look light out there. Still, a couple of numbers on the cards. At the moment, he is going to be going into 1st position of this heat number 2 of the best trick. .67 there for Camille Delanoy. Nice little front roll. Was trying them myself this morning, and I definitely didn't get it like that. All little details of the strapless, how these boys just position the board against the wind, how they can just rotate it. They make it look so easy, and trust me, it isn't. So it looks like going into the water next, we are going to have Kelton Lopez. But I think that's Marcelo going in. So just going to wait for some more info there. I think maybe it looks like on my computer screen it's the other way around. But so going in now is Marcelo Araujo, local boy from Brazil. What has he got for us here at the beautiful location of Prea? Okay, here he comes towards the shore. Local crowd on the beach. That would definitely make you get amped up. I can see him looking behind him. He obviously means that he's going to be doing the moves on the way out, trying to hit those kickers. Here he comes. Right foot forward. What has he got for us? Tacking up, back roll. Okay, nice little back roll board off there. Just unfortunately not quite getting the height that he wanted. Still going to have a score there, so he's probably not going to go above Camille Delanoy there still. As I mentioned, better to have some sort of a score than none. At the moment, he will be going into second position. We can see by the expression on his face, he was not happy about that one. There you can see the Red Bull Hummer giving us some tunes down here at the GKA Kite Pro, giving us some music, making sure everybody on the beach is having a good time with the best show of the strapless freestyle on the water right now. Coming up next, we're going to have Calvin Lopez for his first attempt here of heat number 2 of the best trick of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. Calvin, a very stylish guy from Cape Verde. So much talent comes out of that island and cannot wait to get back there in February. Okay, big front roll, 1 foot there for him. Oh, looked like he landed that, but he just got caught up on the end, but still can see a little bit of frustration in his face. Still has 4 attempts to be able to produce the goods to get into that final. So far, it looks like in the lead is Camille Delanoy. James Carew from Australia, left foot forward, coming in. I reckon he's going to be trying that 3-1-3 again. Coming towards the judge tower, he's got a good amount of speed. Unhooking, goes for the pop. And, oh, he did get the land in on that one. Just unfortunately not being able to keep it together that time. Very close there for the youngster from Oz. What a powerful rider. 3-1-3 handle pass maneuver. But unfortunately still that's going to be a crash. So Camille Delanoy coming up next. And let's see what kind of trick he's got for us. You can see good extension, shifting it out there. Gets the handle pass, landed it perfectly. Just could not take the power there underneath the chop. Such a hard maneuver. That's one of the hardest things you can probably do in strapless freestyle, to actually be able to do that unhooked, passing the bar behind your back while you still make that board come round. Only Ayrton and him so far we've seen. Double front roll. Shove it there from Camille. Just not quite getting the landing that he wanted there. So still, he is going to be in first position because he's the only guy to have landed a trick. And now we are going to have Calvin Lopez coming up next. One, two, shoving it round, just not quite getting the full rotation of that board at the end. Still, great move there from Camille Delanoy. Let's see what he can do in the next round. Here we have Marcelo Araujo, so it definitely looks my scoring system here has these boys the wrong way around. I apologize for that. Local boy going out, big board off, tic-tac. Oh, almost looked like he pulled that off. Just unfortunately got caught up on that inside bit of chop and losing the board. But still, nice style, nice execution, getting a good amount of height, but missing the most important thing, which was to land it. So that's going to be a crash here for the local kid. You can see just wrapping that board around. Did get it, and then you can see him looping the kite to try and get it around him. Did actually land on top of the board there, but not quite getting the board underneath his feet enough to be able to plane out of that one. Here we have Kelton Lopez going right foot forward, out to the chop. Boom, front roll, almost. That was the front shove it, very, very close to getting that one. That's going to be yet another crash for him. And we are going to have yet again the chance of James Carew. Is he going to go for third time lucky with that 3-1-3? If I know him well enough, I reckon he is going to go to that until he lands it again. There's that front shove it attempt, get that board round, spins it, landed on top of it, just got it, just kind of whipped away from him in the final stages of that move. James Carew out on the water from Australia, currently third in this event, and he's going to be up on the podium of the overall ranking of 2019. Very good year here for the youngster, the duotone rider from Australia. Very powerful guy, and I know he's even hungrier because he was very close to getting into the final here in Brazil. So cannot wait to see some of these beasts battling it out next season. 2020 is going to be one to remember. Attacking outside, I reckon, yeah, he was playing with that leash. Okay, is it third time lucky here for James Carew? Firing towards the judge tower, firing towards the crowd. He wants to get that 3-1-3. This is the best trick, and this is the place to do it. Coming in with power, coming in like a bat out of hell. James Carew from Australia. Looks like he is going to unhook. He does. Gets it. Lands the 3-1-3. He is going to be stoked about that. James Carew, 3-1-3 maneuver, and I can see one of our judges, Havo, there, knocking the scores in, taking a couple of swigs of the Red Bull, and he is ready to rumble. .933 there for James Carew. Solid 3-1-3 from him. Really good. Not the highest ones we've seen. He's obviously going to be having to compete against Ayrton with that move, but they are the only two guys to have landed it in competition, so they have the upper hand so far. Here we have Camille Delanois going out. I reckon he's going to try for that double front roll tic-tac that he was doing. 1, 2, and now he... Oh! Double front roll shove it attempt there from Camille, but getting a huge butt check. So if that isn't considered a crash, it's definitely going to be half points. But I'm going to go as far as saying he fully submerged. So I would count that a crash in my books. And yep, looking at the judges' numbers, that is going to be a 0 for that one. But wow, really good attempt. That was so close. 1 rotation, 2 rotations. Got the board completely round, but the tail just jumped a little bit further, a little bit earlier than he expected. Okay, so we have Kelton Lopez going out. He's been trying that front shove it so far. Has to beat a 9.33 if he wants to get through to that final. Boom, off the ramp. That's a big double front roll attempt. Just not quite getting the second rotation under control there. So that's going to be another crash for him. He's going to have one more attempt to be able to take out the 9.3 from James Carew. And now we are going to have the local boy, Marcelo Araujo, for his third trick attempt. There you go, 1 rotation. Looks like he, lost the connection on the board to the back foot there. Still, all of these guys, they make it look so easy. Local boy now going in, third attempt here at the best trick in the beautiful location of Prea. You can see the local kid going out. Looks like he's going to maybe do this right off the bat. He's got a nice bit of chop on the outside. Is he going to utilize that? No, he's already too far out. I reckon he's going to come around, maybe do something left foot forward. Saw him doing some good kite loops the other day, so maybe he's going to, leaving the best to last here in this best trick discipline, as he is going to have to go sky high if he wants to get past that 9.33 from James Carew. Araujo here looking to try and find a little bump to do his maneuver off of. Looks like he's going to have it. No, he's going to turn around again. So it does seem like he's going to be doing it towards the crowd. I mean, as I mentioned, local boy here, he has his home crowd, home country right in front of you. This is going to get the adrenaline pumping. Are we going to see a loop? Oh, no, it looks like he was trying to do a little spin there, a varial spin, but just not being able to get the grab on the board. Losing it early on in the trick, so that's going to be another crash for him. And coming up next, we're going to have James Carew for his fourth trick attempt with already a 9.33 on the cards. James going out, switch stance, one of the few riders that does maneuvers that way. Thought he was maybe going to go for that double front roll shove it that I've seen him starting from switch stance, as he already has the 313 in the bag. But by the way he's playing with his leash, I reckon he's going to try and go bigger on that 313 to see if he can get a higher score. Here he comes with power, definitely a lot wind. It's getting windier and he's going more with a lot more speed than he was on the one previously. Boom, big, huge pop off of that one, just unfortunately not quite getting the whip that he needed to be able to pass the bar there. So far he has a 9.33, so he is in the lead. And coming up next we have Camille Delanois to see if he can finally get that double front roll shove it landed. That's going to be very close to that 9.3. You can see him tweaking it out, just not quite liking what he saw, so didn't go for that second part of the rotation. You can see the smile on James's face. He's very happy to have landed that yet again in competition. Seems to start to having those in the bag. He's going to go over to Ayrton Cosolino and kind of go, hey, mate, you see, there you go. Big high five from both of those boys, appreciating each other's level. And I reckon we're going to be seeing the old standoff again in the final between these two. Ayrton still has to get through to that final, but, you know, winner here in GKA, the Kite Pro, one of the best riders out there. Oh, Camille. Oh, also trying to, okay, this is what we want to see. This is, you know, this is what the positive competition happens, is the boys, they go for it. So here we see Camille, who has never unhooked before. We're seeing and trying those 313s, and that's what it needs, you know, so people to shake up the tour a little bit. We've had the likes of Ayrton, we've had the likes of James just going for those big maneuvers, and that is great because what that means is just the general level is going to go higher and higher. So two guys to go, two of the local guys to go, but at the moment, James Carew is in the lead with a 9.33. Here we can see Kelton Lopez, final trick attempt, number 4. Almost had that double front row on the last one. He's going to need a big number if he wants to be able to go through to the final in this heat. Maybe he's mixing it up this time. It looks like he's coming towards the beach with a lot of speed, so he's going to be doing a move this way. I'm going to call out a kite loop here. Board off, kite loop, boom. Just unfortunately not getting the whip that he needed to be able to get that kite on top of his head before coming in for that landing, and that's going to be a crash for him. So it is all up to this young man here, the Brazilian Araujo. Can he produce something better than a 9.33 to be able to go through to that super final? Definitely got a hard job there, but anything can happen. A lot of these local Brazilian riders come out of nowhere and absolutely turn everybody's head. Very, very talented guys. Our big board off. A little bit of a rodeo try there from Araujo. Nice landing, nice maneuver, but that is not going to be enough to go through to the final. So, James Carew from Australia taking the win in heat number 2 of the best trick here at the GKA Kite Pro 2019. Great ride in there from everybody, but James Carew taking the win. Here we can see the beautiful location of the event. Just sunny, beautiful sand, perfect wind, perfect temperature. If you are into freestyle strapless, Prea is definitely the paradise, the mecca of this discipline of the sport. Windy 8 months a year, and it just does not stop blowing. So if you're, you want to come and have a holiday, it is not just only September, October, November. Pretty much from June all the way all the way through to December, January, it is constantly windy here, so a great location to escape. And if you do want to have that nature escape, the Rancho de Peixe Hotel or the Villa Calango of the group, also in Jericoacoara, very, very nice places to stay. Always give you that family feel. And once again, thank you to the guys from Rancho for having us here for yet another event, looking after us and making us feel like part of the family. And just before the start of this next heat, where I can see we have Reese Myerscott in the water, we're going to go down to the beach with Gemma, who's got James, the winner of the last heat.
Thank you very much, Joseph. I'm down here with James, who just won that heat for the best trick competition. You're going through to the big final. Did you have fun out there?
Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. All the boys on the beach cheering us on, and it's pretty chilled vibe. It's fun, yeah.
I want to know from you, James, what has been the highlight, your best moment of being on tour this year?
Landing that,
Too many, no?
all of them. Landing that 313 yesterday, I reckon, probably topped it off for me. A little cherry on top.
And which has been your favorite stop out of all of them, all the locations?
I think Mauritius. Mauritius was sick. I don't know. Just had a lot of fun there. I was there for about a month and scored conditions every week. It was insane.
All right, James. Well, good luck. We'll see you in the super final.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot. Back to you, Joe.
Congratulations there, mate. Good riding. Another 313 in the books. Looks like you start to getting those down. So going through to the next round, that man there, James Carew. And coming up next, we have Reese Myerscott, Francesco Capuzzo, Arsenio Diaz, and Lucas Gaspani from Italy. These are going to be the names that are going to go it out here for heat number 3 of the best trick of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. There's that big 313 there from James' first attempt where he slammed it. And then on the next attempt, he did manage to get it here at Camille Delanois, going for that initial front roll just to get some numbers on the board, and then we saw him produce some bigger numbers out there. I can see our race director Olaf Antor there on the inside, just making sure everything's in queue, making sure everybody knows what they're doing. And this is the big 313 here from James. That was the second one that he didn't handle. I reckon the next one's going to be one he landed. So double front roll, almost shove it here from Camille Delanois. So close. Incredible ride in there from him. What an event this youngster has had. You know, coming in second position here in the local place of Prea, where he lives pretty much 7 months of the year. Doesn't get much better than that. Front roll shove it there from Kelton, just losing it at the final moments. And this is the one. 313, bada boom there from the Aussie. So starting off the game here of heat number 3, we're going to have Reese Myerscott, Ocean Rodeo from Canada. Reese having an absolute killer event in Dakar, surprising all of us with some of the best surfing we've seen so far. And then now coming into Brazil, going out a little bit earlier than he wanted to, but very talented strapless freestyler. And it's with moves like that that show why he is a very talented guy. Double back roll, tic-tac there from him. Smile, a little bit of a claim. Nice way to start off the heat. That's definitely going to be into the high 7s, maybe an 8. I reckon high 7s is going to be the name of the game for that trick. 7.57 there for Reese Myerscott. Here we can see Francesco Capuzzo going out, also right foot forward. Saw him doing some front shove-its in the warm-up. It looks like he's going to want to try and get one of those moves. Okay, big front. Oh, front tic-tac. Getting the height on that one. Just unfortunately not quite getting it landing, but that was a powerful move there from the Italian. And we have Arsenio Diaz from Cape Verde, RRD rider, going out for his trick attempt. So far, we've already had 2 trick attempts. One from Francesco Capuzzo and one from Reese Myerscott. Reese getting a 7.57. for that big double back roll tic-tac front. So great score, great way to start the heat. And here we have Arsenio Diaz coming towards us with a lot of power. Back roll board off there from Arsenio, keeping it simple, keeping it chilled. Nice style, good bit of extension, so great riding there from him. And Lucas Gasparini going for that double front row rotation. Good commitment there, just unfortunately not quite. Looks like he didn't grab the board in exactly the position he wanted to, so that's going to be a first round crash for him, but still 3 attempts left. Nice slow-mo replay there. You can just see him how didn't get that board exactly where he wanted to, was not able to pull off the maneuver and land it there. So Rhys Myers got second attempt here. Best trick of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. What is going to be the next trick the young Canadian does for us? Looks like Rhys is deciding to go out to the oceans. Looks like maybe he's going to go fishing by how far out he's going to. Looking for some of those pêches, looking for some of those tuners to have a bit of lunch. But now he's going to be coming powering back. He obviously wanted to get a bit of extra speed. It does look windier on the outside buoy there, so good riding and intelligent there for him. Big back roll tic-tac from Rhys Myers, got just unfortunately submarining it there at the end, so that's going to be a crash for him. Spinning to win there from Rhys. Just as you can see, the board got extended there on the end, didn't have enough time to get it underneath the feet. So that's going to be a crash for him. Coming up next, Francesco Capuzzo from Italy. Francesco eyeing up the conditions there, trying to decide where and when to go out through the water. Saw him do that big front roll tic-tac on the initial stages of this heat. Just didn't quite get the landing. Will he be going for that one again, or will he be trying the front shover that I've seen him warming up with? I think he has a couple of aces up his sleeve. Which one he will use is going to have to find out very shortly, as he has 3 more attempts to be able to produce the goods. Okay, here we can see Francesco Capuzzo like a bat out of hell. Freight train coming towards us. The Italian stallion coming out the judge tower here. What is he going to produce? It definitely looks like I'm going to call off a kite loop if he's going to be doing it left foot forward. And gets the board up. Big back roll, tic-tac, rodeo. Can he get his feet underneath? Unfortunately, not quite getting the landing there. Still, good commitment, good dedication. Nice bit of power there from the Italian. Still, that's going to be a crash. He's going to have to land on top of his feet if he wants to get that move on the scorecards. Arsenio Diaz, RD rider from Cape Verde, going out one more time. This is going to be his second trick attempt. Very stylish rider, this youngster from Cape Verde, and one of the most complete riders we also have of the youngsters. He is absolutely ripping in the waves. Did a very good performance in Mauritius, and looking to see big things from him next year. I can see Marco Soleri on the stream. I know he's going to be rooting him on from the hometown there in Italy. Okay, Arsenio Diaz, kite loop, board off, boom. Unfortunately, not quite getting the height that he wanted, and scaring a few of the fishes on the bottom of the ocean floor there. So that's going to be another crash for Arsenio Diaz. Okay, another round of moves there for each of the guys, and we have Reese Myerscott going out one more time. So this is the meridian of this heat. Let's not forget that it is 4 trick attempts for each of these riders. They have already gone through 2 of those trick attempts, and now they're going to go for the 3rd round to see if they can produce the goods to go through to that super final here of the best trick of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. The winner of each heat will make their way through there, and we're also going to have a ladies super final as well. So stay tuned as we are here with the best trick, and hopefully the wind looks like it's picking up, and the boys and girls are just going to go higher and higher. Reese Myerscott from Canada powering in. He's using that outside section of the box. Good, intelligent riding here from the Canadian, but that is why he's one of the most experienced guys on tour. Back roll. Talk about improvisation there from here. You can see he didn't grab the board quite where he wanted, and that's going to be another crash, but a big smile from this guy. That is what we want to see the boys having, just having fun out there and enjoying the beautiful conditions here in the lovely location of Prea. Francesco looks like he's powering on the way out. Maybe he's going to be trying to go for that front roll tic-tac that we saw, or a front shove. It looks like he's going to utilize this bit of chop here. Okay, he jumps up. So front roll. He is going to be doing that front roll tic-tac. Can he get the board underneath him? Unfortunately, no, he can't. He is one of the heavier riders out there, and the wind is a little light at the moment. Still good to get the move on, but he's got to land it to be able to get the numbers up on the board. But so far, Reese Myerscott with a 7.57 for that first double back roll. Tic-tac is in the lead and looks like might be making his way through to the final unless another one of these riders surprise us with a good move. Okay, Arsenio Diaz has gone a long way out because he wants to do something on the way, and I reckon he's going to try and go for that kite loop board off that he missed on the first attempt there. Will we see him landing that one? He is going very, very fast towards the water. Okay, Judge Tower coming in. Big back roll. Big back roll board off. He looks like he was trying to go for the flip there, just didn't quite get the height that he wanted. As we mentioned, the wind is a little bit lighter today. It's a bit more clouds around, but I'm sure as the day goes by, we're going to be seeing it get windier and windier. You know, Rancho de Peixe is known for its 25 to 35 knots every single day, and I am very sure it isn't going to let us down here at the last day of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. Unfortunately there, yeah, Luca also not landing that move. Going for that double front roll that he's been trying with a grab, but still, you can see how he loses his feet on the board there, and just the kite drops him. So that is yet another crash for the young Italian. 3 out of 3. He's going to have to produce the goods on the final move. Reese Myerscott going to make his way out to the back, and I reckon he's going to be trying to produce something on the way back to the judging tower. He has a little bit more wind out there. It does seem like there's a few white horses galloping our way towards the competition area here. As the wind starts to pick up, the tide starts to increase. Music is getting louder and louder. This is the final day of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. I know these guys aren't going to let us down. Face of concentration here from the young Canadian. Okay, now he's going to edge up. What's he got? That's a big back roll, double back roll, whipping it around. Can he make the landing? He does. Somehow has managed to pull out the landing with that one. So going to be happy, but I doubt that's going to be anything above a 7.57. Whoa! Big 360 flip on the inside there from Reese Myerscott. Great riding from him. But I reckon he's going to take the win here. But he's still Francesco Capuzzo, Arsenio Diaz, and Lucas Gasparini still have another chance to be able to take it away from him. 7.57. That is a quite medium score to get by, and all of these guys more than capable of producing the goods. Triple back roll there from Reese. Talk about spinning to win. But the first move that he had the bigger score. Francesco Capuzzo, RRD from Italy. Going out. Looks like he's eyeing out that bit of chop. Are we going to see a front roll tic-tac that he's been trying so far? There's that front roll. Unfortunately, losing the board mid-rotation there. So Francesco Capuzzo is not going to be making it through to the next round as he failed to land a trick in that best trick 8. One of the beauties of the best trick discipline, you really do go for it. So it is not unusual to see a lot of crashes as the boys and girls are trying to produce their best moves, having a hard time navigating through these conditions. It is a little bit lighter out there, and it is choppy, so they're going to have to, give it their all to be able to get those moves on the scorecards. Arsenio Diaz, he already has a 4.67 up there, and he needs to get at least a 7.58 if he wants to take the win here from Reese. Very talented rider, the youngster from Cape Verde, and more than capable of getting those kind of numbers, but he will have to land it if he wants to get those things on the scorecards. Tacking in on the outside, so it looks like he is going to be coming towards the beach. I think he's seen that Reese was getting more height and more wind out there. Intelligent move here from the youngster. Arsenio Diaz, left foot forward. Producing a good amount of speed. You can already see him planing through the competition area. Here we can see he's going to start to pop up. Back roll, trying a back roll tic-tac, but it didn't quite get the board off of the water. And it's unfortunately come down in a bundle, so that is going to be another crash for him. So the only person who can challenge Reese Myerscott for the win of this heat is Lucas Gasparini, the youngster from Italy. Will he be able to produce a 7.58? We are going to know very soon, as it is his last attempt here at the beautiful location of Prea. Okay, here we have the youngster. He was going for those double front row rotations throughout the other one, and he's going for it again. One. Okay, nope, that is a crash for him. Didn't get the height that he wanted. So that means the winner of this heat is going to be Reese Myerscott, who's going to be making his way through to the final. Can see a slow-mo of that one. Didn't quite get the rotation again. So you can just see came down in a bundle, got caught up on that bit of shot. Unfortunate there for the youngster. A big round of applause for him. Coming to probably the first event that we've seen him at there. And now he lands it there out the back. That is a typical thing that happens. But yeah, great riding from all of them. But there can only be one. And that one is Reese Myerscott going through to the super final of the best trick here in Prea.
All right, here we are with Reese Myerscough from Canada winning that heat for the best trick competition and going in with our other 4 finalists. How was it?
It was pretty sweet.
Yeah?
Yeah. I took the 12 meter. I was completely lit, which is good.
How are the conditions today? A little bit lighter than we've seen previously this week?
Yeah, it's pretty similar to yesterday today, actually. I should be on a 10, but I'm on a 12 just because I want to go big.
Well, it clearly works because you're into the final. Reese, answer a question for us. What has been the highlight of your year on the World Tour?
Well, finishing third in Morocco was probably a pretty good highlight.
That was an amazing event for you. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and then also Prea. That event was just so much fun. I'm so excited to go back there. So,
And your plan is to continue for the whole tour next year?
of course.
Perfect. We're really excited about that.
Thank you.
All right, Reese, we're going to go let you get some rest, and we'll see you in the final soon.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Back to Joe.
Congratulations there, Reese. What an absolute banger he had in Dakar. Getting second position in the single elimination and then going back into third in the double elimination. Cummins doing some of the nicest surfing we've seen on tour so far. And I'm not surprised that he's looking forward to Punta Preta. All of us are. What an opener we had this season. With probably double overhead, perfect peeling right-hander Punta Preta. That is definitely the way to start off a year. And in the water at the moment, we have Ayrton Cosolino, Nicola Adabjiev, Pedro Afonso, and Andrade Vasconcelos. This is the next heat of the best trick here at the GKA Kite Pro 2019, and there we could see Pedro Afonso just trying to get that move, and he obviously got distracted by these two beautiful ladies on the beach. Ayrton Cosolino there just warming up, just getting his cool together, making sure he has all the piston firing and all the bells and whistles going. Here we can see Andrade Vasconcelos' turn to be able to go out there and produce the goods here at the best trick. Already looks like he's got a good amount of speed on the way out. Will he do it right foot forward? I think a lot of these guys are utilizing those pieces of chop. Here we can see Andrade Vasconcelos, left foot forward, coming in. Okay, no, he's going to leave me hanging one more time. Looks like he's going to want to produce the goods. As the wind is a bit lighter out there, it is a good idea to come off of a kicker to get that extra bit of height. Big bit of height there. Rodeo putting the kite back into the position that he needed to and then just rotating it down. So small move, but it's all about getting some numbers up on that scorecard. And so far, Andrade Vasconcelos is going to be the only guy with a landed maneuver. And that is going to be around the 3 point something I probably give for that maneuver. Yep, 3.73 for Andrade Vasconcelos. And here we have our event winner and current tour leader, Mr. Ayrton Cosolino, going into the water. If I know him, he's going to want to try those 313s because he wants to stand off with his mate, James Carew. This guy has such a repertoire. He has invented half of the moves you see here on the strapless freestyle discipline. Such a talented guy on and off the water. One of our biggest ambassadors and a huge waterman. I know he's actually, after this event, he's going to El Salvador for the World Championship of SUPing as well. There's pretty much not anything this guy can do with a board underneath his feet. And look at the difference. Look at the amount of speed there. Big, huge 313 there from Ayrton Cosolino. Wow, what a way to start off the day. Huge extension, then just rotates it around, grabs it perfectly in the middle, comes down as if there's no tomorrow, and then just comes out and just says hi to the crowd and enjoys that great trick. So going to look at what kind of scores we got coming up for Ayrton on that one. 9.83. That was a bigger 313 than we saw from James in the previous round. So great move there from Ayrton, almost picture perfect. Going to be very hard for the other guys to get past him here at this heat of the best trick of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. Oh, Nicola looked like he was going for that back roller there, not quite getting the rotation that he wanted for that one. Okay, Pedro Alfonso's turn. He's going to be going out for that second attempt, as we saw Nicola not making the landing on that back roll tic-tac attempt, so that's going to be another crash for him. What has Pedro, the young Portuguese, the Tarzan from Portugal, as he was called in Cape Verde, what has this youngster got for us? Back roll tic-tac. Okay, can he get the landing? Bit of a butt check, but that's going to, I reckon that one is going to be scored. A little bit of a wiggle and a wobble in the middle section of that. Not the most stylish back row tic-tac we've seen, but still getting the board underneath his feet. Great riding. He has improved so much, this youngster. Very talented rider, and looking forward to seeing him in the 2020 season. Andrade Vasconcelos' turn. He looks like he's coming with a bit of speed, but no, this guy was producing the moves on the way out. So, what has Andrade Vasconcelos got for us here at the beautiful location in front of the Rancho de Peixe? Right foot forward, looking for that piece of chop. Andrade Vasconcelos going for that front roll, just unfortunately not being able to produce the goods and get the landing on that one. That is going to be a crash. That is his second attempt. Coming up next, we're going to have the current tour leader one more time, Ayrton Cosolino. How can he make a 9.83 better? What else has he got for us in the weapon? What weapon has he got for us in his arsenal there? Because 9.83 is almost picture perfect. Ayrton Cosolino going out. So if you're just joining us, this is day 4 of the GKA Kite Pro 2019, heat number 4 of the men's best trick. What a way to start off the day. Here we have Ayrton Cosolino with a 9.83. Coming towards the beach, is he going to try and get that perfect 10? Ayrton Cosolino going big there. Huge rodeo. Trying to get that handle pass. We've seen him almost land that before. Very, very close to getting that dangle pass. That is almost equally as hard as the 3-1-3 because he actually has to unhook, get the board in between his legs. So he gets the board in between his legs, unhooks, does the pass, loops down at the same time as he's putting the board underneath to be able to produce the landing. I'm tired just from talking about it. So third trick attempt there from Ayrton Cosolino, innovating as always. Nicola Adagiev going for a front roll shove it. Oh, very close to landing it there. The board kind of appeared underneath his feet, but that's not going to be a landing there for the young Bulgarian. Pedro Afonso from Portugal on his way out. Pedro has a 6.1 for that back roll tic-tac. Good score there for the youngster, but he is going to have his work cut out if he wants to get anything bigger than a 9.83, which Ayrton Cosolino has put up early in the days of this heat. Number 4 of the round 1 of the best trick of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. Only one can prevail. There can be only one out of this heat that goes through to the super final. So far, we have Kiko Roy, we have Reese Myerscott, we have James Carew, and so far it looks like we might be having Ayrton Cosolino going into the water for that super final. That is going to be action-packed, as all of these guys are more than capable of producing 8 to 10 point averages. So, going to be interesting to see who takes the crown here, the big best trick discipline in Brazil. Final attempt here for Ayrton Cosolino. This will be his 4th attempt. He's already, as I mentioned before, got that 9.83, and he's looking to go for the dangle pass because that has an addition of innovation, which would probably mean he could get that 10-point average. Ayrton Cosolino coming in with a lot of speed. This is what he wants to get, to be able to get the height to produce the goods of that dangle pass. Okay, goes up, gets the ball in between his leg, unhooks, does the pass, comes down, tries to land it, but unfortunately not being able to pull it together there. So that's another crash for him, but he is going to be going through, by the looks of it, to the final, unless the next 3 guys can have pretty much a 10-point average. Nicolas Adabjiev going up next. We can see Nicolas. He's going to be doing it towards the judge tower. He really does like this inside section. It is a bit flatter, but if you can get the pop right, you'll be able to get the height and right in front of the judges' faces so they can't miss a single thing. Back roll. Double back roll here from Nicola. Unfortunately, not quite getting the landing, so that means he is not going to be going through to the final. Pedro Afonso and Andrade Vasconcelos are the only 2 guys that can challenge Ayrton Cosolino to making it through to that second final. But they are going to have their work cut out for them at 9.83, a huge 3-1-3 from Ayrton early on in the moments of this heat. Here we have Pedro Afonso, the youngster from Portugal. Making his way all the way out to the backside of this competition area where there is a little bit more wind. He's going to come in with some speed and looks like he's going to be doing his move left foot forward. Pedro Afonso on the inside. Kite loop, board off. Oh, huge landing there from him. Just unfortunately not being able to get on top of that board. So that is going to mean Pedro Afonso is not going to be making it through to the final. Andrade Vasconcelos is the only man that can take the win of this heat from Ayrton Cosolino with his final attempt. Can he do it? We will find out very soon. Andrade Vasconcelos here, coming towards the judge tower. Do or die here for the Brazilian. Looks like he's going to turn around and do it, try and get the move off of the kicker on the way out to get those extra additional little bit of a ramp to get higher and higher. Very light out there, so he's going to need a big score if he wants to take out Ayrton Cosolino. Kite loop rodeo attempt there from him, but unfortunately not landing on top of his board. So that is going to be a crash. So that means that Ayrton Cosolino is going to be making his way through to the final of the best trick. Coming up next, we're going to have the ladies' final in the next few moments. So there we have the man himself, the winner of that round of the best trick here in Brazil. Ayrton Cosolino, duotone rider, Red Bull rider, taking the win here and a little bit of slow-mo action. So that was Nicolas Adabjiev, very close to getting a few good moves, unfortunately not getting some of the landings. Pedro Afonso had a good heat. He is getting better and better, very impressive youngster. His level has improved hugely over the year. Look forward to seeing him through the 2020 season. That's one of the local boys, Andrade Vasconcelos, who had a couple of good moves. And this is that huge 3-1-3 that gave Ayrton Cosolino that 9.83 to give him a place in the super final here of the best trick of the Ceará Kite Pro 2019. So we're going to enjoy a little bit more of this slow-mo action. We'll have a couple of small commercial break and be right back with the finals of the ladies. Welcome back, everybody, and what a beautiful view to start off the final of the ladies' best trick here at the Ceará Kite Pro. That is the Rancho de Peixe, the hotel. That is one of our main local organizers has set us up here for a beautiful time at the final of the GKA Kitesurf World Cup. Everybody, you can be in those huts, those 26 huts that they have, and 2 villas on this beautiful location of Prea. You are right next to the beach. Everything is just nice and eco-friendly. What an experience, and that is why it is one of the water sport meccas and one of the nature's meccas here in the northern state of Ceará in Brazil. So on the water action, we have Carla Herrera has just landed a big move to start off the heat, in Capucin de la Noy also. This is the ladies' best trick final here at the Ceará Kite Pro 2019. Coming up next, we're going to have Charlotte Carpentier from France. She actually won the best trick in Portugal last year, so she knows what it is to take a win in one of these disciplines. Is she going to be able to produce the goods here in Brazil? We're going to find out very soon. 4 attempts for each rider. Best trick will win. Winner takes all, as there can only be one. Okay, here we have Charlotte Carpentier coming to the inside section. Bit of a pop to blind. Looks like she was trying to do a pop to blind shove it there, but not quite getting the rotation of the board that she wanted. So that's attempt number 1 there for Charlotte Carpentier. Coming up next, we're going to have Joana Catarina Eding. Okay, Joanna Catalina Edding going out, looking for one of those kickers to produce her first score here of the best trick. Oh, there's a nice couple of kickers coming her way. Will she utilize them? It does look like maybe the one on the back. Nope. Okay, so she looks like she's going to go out to the competition area and then maybe come left foot forward and produce the goods on the inside section of this competition area. Here we can see Joanna, good amount of speed, coming towards the judge tower. What move is she going to produce for us? Okay, our front row rotation, just not quite getting the board underneath her feet there, so that is going to be a crash for her first attempt. Coming up next, we're going to have the current tour leader, Carla Herrera, going out for her second trick attempt. I apologize, everybody. It is Marcella's Wheat's turn. There is 5 people in this this heat. Okay, going for also that front row rotation, just not quite getting the landing that she wanted, and just getting a bit out of control there on the inside. So that's going to be a crash from Marcella Wheat. Coming up next, we have Carla Herrera back on the water for that second attempt. Carlo Herrera, back row, rodeo. Can she land it? Little bit of a sinker on the end there, but that is going to be a scored maneuver. That's one of the hardest ones she has. She's really got that front row board off, and that's that back loop rodeo. That put her into the 8. I don't think that's going to be in that region, obviously, because it was quite small. Around the high 5, 6s would be something that I give her, just waiting for the judges to come into consensus and see what kind of score she's going to get for that. You can see she just had a bit of a sinker, loop the kite around to keep her above the board. Okay, yeah, 6.07 for that back loop rodeo there from Carlos. So still 6-3 for that front board off is the highest score so far in this heat. Coming up next, Capucine Delanoy. Front row there for Capucine. Well, popped to blind probably. Very nice pop to blind, but you didn't do the full front row rotation before landing. So it's going to be interesting to see. As you can see, she does go around. No, actually, I'll take that back. That is a front row rotation there from her. Good maneuver from the youngster. Probably going to be, that's going to be close to Carlo Herrera's score. She's going to have to up her game. Just waiting for numbers to be dropped. But yeah, I reckon mid-6s is probably where that one's going to be. Here we can see Charlotte Carpentier going out. Okay. 5.93. Obviously, there's something I missed on that one. Once again, speaker scores are not official. This is why we have the top judges here at the GKA Kite Pro defining everything, making those little differences, which will make the, change it and mix it up here. Okay, Charlotte Carpentier going for that pop shove it with a smile at the end, but unfortunately not coming out with the landing. You can see her whipping that board around. Just looks like that front foot slipped off of it, unfortunately, there. That is going to be the second attempt for Charlotte Carpentier. Coming back on the water, we have Joanna Catalina. Here we can see Joanna going all the way to the outside of the competition area. Looks like she's looking for a little bit more wind on that mixed section in between the boys. Coming in left foot forward. I reckon we're probably gonna see another that front board off rotation one more time. Very concentrated lady there. Okay, front row. That's a good one. Unfortunately, missing the landing on that one. Just got the leg getting whipped around, not quite being able to get the feet back on the board. So that's going to be another crash for Joanna Katarina Edding. Coming up next, Marcela Witt. Here's that attempt from Joanna. Good extension there, just unfortunately you can see just missing that back foot. Didn't place it on the board, which didn't allow her to get the land in there. So that's a crash for her. And Marcela Witt is going to be going back out. I can see Quiquet, the youngster from Spain, surrounded by the locals there. He's becoming a young superstar here on the beach, and I'm not surprised, riding incredibly throughout the whole event, going out a little bit more earlier than he wanted to, but he's actually placed himself in the top 10 of the overall ranking in 2019, and he is local boy from Tarifa. I'm very proud of him about that. There we can see Marcela going for that front roll, and she does get the land. No, that's the one that she missed before, so that's the second time she's missed that trick, unfortunately, so that's going to be another crash for her. And Carla Herrera, current tour leader, going out yet again for another trick attempt. So far, so good. 2 numbers on the scorecard. 6.3 is her highest score. Okay, so the final of the best trick of the women, and coming into the booth, I have once again Pedro Matos. Pedro, thank you for joining me here. Best trick is quite an exciting discipline. Little lighter than expected out there. We can see some of the guys and girls having a bit of a trouble getting those bigger moves, but it is a little bit more of a relaxed pressure out there, right?
Yeah, I think everybody is just relaxing after the last event of the year, and unfortunately the wind is not as we think about it, but yeah, I think the guys are enjoying, and James just landed the 3-3 yourself was sick, and Koza is doing well too. Yeah, I'm keen to watch the final.
Yeah, both James and Ayrton landing that 3-1-3. Quite impressed with James there. He's already got 2 in the competition, so he's going to be happy with that. And then we saw the likes of Camille Delanois also trying to get into that handle pass movement. So that's, again, the beauty. If it's everything starts to get pushed, that's kind of what we want to see, because, you know, you guys do bounce off of each other, and it's, you know, pushing the sport forward is going to make it just go bigger and better, eh?
Yeah, I was training 3-3 with James before he got to Taiba, and then he went to Taiba and then I come here, but I didn't have that much more to train 3-3 here, so I just kind of focused on other things, and then he just started landing it like sick, you know. But yeah, I think my goal for next year is land this trick.
Yeah, there's kind of two ways of where they're going there. Some of the people are going, very big, high, floaty, board-off tricks, and then other people are going more down the handle pass route. I think the combination is really good. Talking to James yesterday, one of the ideas a lot of you guys have is to, more quality over quantity. So the execution, landing fast, landing powerful, and kind of getting away from the floatiness.
Yeah, sometimes even if you do like I don't know, triple TikTok, if you did low and kind of slow, like if you do a big TikTok with a loop at the end, like fast, they're gonna score much more. That's what they want right now. And
yeah, this is what the judges are looking for, and I think this is what you guys have been pushing. So at the moment, we just saw Marcela Witt, who's actually your cousin, right?
Yeah, she is.
So she's just landed a front row there, waiting for some scores. She has to get something bigger than a 6.3. Doesn't look like it's going to be like that. So this is the last trick attempt here for Carla Herrera, the final of the best trick of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. Landed that back roll rodeo before. As you can see, having a little bit of a hard time with some of these light wind conditions. Very close in between her, Capozin, and your cousin Marcela Witt. Who you got your money on?
I think Marcela can do a good front row on foot. She was trying that before, and she kind of landed at that on a couple of hits, but didn't know, as the wind is a bit light. Yeah, let's see. But I still put my money on my cousin.
Yeah, of course. Okay, back row rodeo. Does she land it? She little bit of a sinker there in the end, but still, I reckon that's probably gonna increase the score from that 6.3 from Carla Herrera, just waiting for some numbers to be dropped. Coming up next, we're going to have Capuzin Delanoy. It's going to be very close because it was quite similar to the first one. She had a little bit more, so 6.48. So Capuzin Delanoy is going to have to do something bigger than a 6.48 to be able to take the win here. And then, of course, the other riders are going to have to do the same as well. So last trick attempt for all of these ladies.
Yeah, about this trick, I think what judges really like is not just sink a lot in the water, just show some control and speed. Like you do the tricks, and then like you need to have speed after the tricks, because if you don't do it with speed, there's no like difficult on the trick, like you just kind of land and that's it. But you need to land like with speed and flow.
Yeah, absolutely. To be able to, show the control and the fact that you've done the move, I've done it with style, and I've come out of it with ease. Those are kind of the things that the judges are looking for and really rewarding. Here we have the youngster, Capuzin Delanoy, big front roll, just unfortunately not quite getting the landing on that. So that means she is not going to be moving through to the next round. So at the moment, she is, if I'm not mistaken, she is in, second position here of the best trick. So she, unless Charlotte Carpentier, Joanna Catalina Edding, or Marcela Witt improve that score, she's going to stay with that second position. But only has a 5.93, and as you mentioned before, we saw that front 1 foot from Marcela, or that front roll from Marcela is going to be in that vicinity.
Yeah, I still think she can do it. She said to me, "Oh, you think it's dangerous if I do a kite with this 9?" Because she had my 9, so I said, no, just go there and do it.
Just pull as hard as possible and you'll be fine, eh?
Yeah. Just don't go with your foot in your fins like me.
Yeah. So how is the injury there? 8 stitches, I heard, eh?
Yeah. The first hit was feeling okay because I had that anesthesia inside. And after, like, my hit against me too, I could feel everything.
Yeah.
And I was just like, nah, I don't care. I'm going with this pen to the end.
Of course. It was a close heat in between you two, but you two had the upper hand in the end. That front shove, it just didn't want to come to you in that heat.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was just landing in every heat, and it's one of my moves that I say it's safe for me, but I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't come.
That's competition, sometimes it just isn't flowing, and unfortunately, like you said, but hey, a competitor like Me Too, anything can happen, and he definitely had the upper hand there. And going through into fourth position for him in this event, he's got to be happy with that one.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, he is going to be on the podium of the general ranking of the 2019 tour. So, really great to see him. He is one of the pioneers of this sport. And on the water now, it is Joanna Katarina Edin's turn as Charlotte Carpentier missed that maneuver. She's a teammate of yours. Tell me a little bit about this girl.
Yeah, she's very. She really wants to win and really wants to get better, but I think she prefers a little bit more waves than freestyle. But she says she's training a lot to come here a little bit earlier to train. But I think she has a bit to improve to get to the top riders of the women. But she's a really good woman, like she's very polite and very humble, and she's very happy, she's all the time laughing. So she's a really good person.
I mean, it is all about having fun, and that's what we want to see. There is the seriousness, but you have to be enjoying it, because if not, why would you be doing the different competitions? And here we can see Catalina looks like she's maybe going to go for something on the inside here. Okay, going for that front roll, just not quite getting the board underneath her feet. It's really, that move, it looks simple, but it requires a lot of kite control on the top to keep the kite above your head, eh?
Yeah. Actually, I never tried to do this maneuver. I think just all the girls like to do them, right? But I think something is missing on the girls sometimes, the pop. The pop is one of the main points to go higher. And sometimes, like, even Katrin, if she could pop better, she would go, like, much higher, Like Mika is doing that, I think, because of her backup in freestyle and, everything. But, yeah, I think pop is one of the most important things they could do to go higher.
It definitely does allow your board to be more in control. So this is the last trick attempt of this final of the ladies. So far we have Carlo Herrera in first, Capucin Delanoy in second, and Marcela Wheat in third. Last trick attempt to see if she can take the title here. Okay, big front roll. Does she land it? No, unfortunately she doesn't. So that is it for the women's final, meaning we have winner is Carlo Herrera from Spain. Second position is Capucin Delanoy from France. And third position is Marcela Wheat from Brazil. So that's the podium for the best trick of the ladies right there. And now coming up next, we're going to have the final of the men, which is Ayrton Cosolino, James Carew, Kiko Reut, and Reese Myerscourt. That's going to be one hell of a heat coming up right now.
Yeah, that would be a good hit, huh? I think the guys would shred there. I wish I was there, but just can't.
Yeah, you can't be in this one, unfortunately. Yeah, hopefully, so probably a week or so. You have a competition down in Rio, right? And Nationals coming up.
Yeah, I have a competition on the 26th, so I think I'll be all right. The doctor said 6 days, to take it out the stitches.
Yep.
So I think I'll be all right. Like my doctor said that salt water is good for my feet, But that's it.
That's it. That's how it is. But yeah, no, I mean, also I guess a little bit of a rest is going to be okay. It's the end of the season.
I need.
Exactly. I know you're in the top 10 of the overall 2019 season, so congratulations to you there, Pedro. You have had one hell of a year, and knowing you and knowing your competitive nature, I know you're going to want to go even bigger next season, 2020.
Yeah, next season will be for sure the year. Yeah, I'm training so much for that, and hope next year we can get the better scores, and trying to learn from the mistakes from this year.
Oh, it's all about learning from the mistakes, and I mean, top 10 result, that's a very impressive start to your career, and I know there's a lot of years to come. So let's talk a little bit about that now. The off season, so to speak, we will be coming back in Cape Verde around the end of February is when we start the tour. What are you going to be doing? You obviously, I presume, maybe have a couple weeks off to disconnect and just have some you time. And then what? You do some traveling? Will you stick around Brazil? Do you have any clinics coming up? Tell us a little bit about it.
I'm going to actually try to rest a little bit in Brazil, and stay in Brazil for really not too many days in Brazil. So I'm going to stay there for a while, try to stay in the new year there. And then I think that's gonna be. I'm gonna stay in Rio till the 1st of February. That I go to Cabo Verde and then train there 2-3 weeks before the comp because they're really, really hard, that wave, you know.
Yeah, that's one hell of a place. Tell us a little bit about that wave. Punta Preta opening up this year with probably double overhead on the bigger sets that we had. That was a dream come true, eh?
Yeah, it was so good. Like me, Seb, and James, we were staying in the same place, and like we was always checking the swell and say, no way, this swell will come exactly at the same time as the competition. And we were like, yeah, we got so lucky because we got the best waves in the competition. Sometimes it's before or after, and we get exactly in the same day of the competition. And I hope next year will be the same.
Yeah, we definitely hope next year will be the same. There we can see on the screen the 4 finalists of the Best Trick edition here of the GKA Kite Pro 2019. Left to right, we have Rhys Myerscough from Canada, James Carew from Australia, Ayrton Cozzolino from Cape Verde, and Kike Roy from Spain. These are the 4 beasts that are going to be battling it out for the Best Trick win. And it actually does look like the wind's starting to pick up, eh, Pedro?
Yeah, the wind. Normally the wind start picking up in the afternoon, so I think now will be better. And yeah, like the guys changed for us. Hey mom.
Hey mom, hey dad. This is the good thing. You can see the guys enjoying it here, and we want to enjoy them out on the water as it's going to be the final of the Best Trick coming up next, and then we are going to have the official World Championship ceremony where we're going to be crowning our world champions here at the beautiful location of Brazil. And what a place to do it. I think it doesn't get any better than this to end off the season with conditions, and an event like that is kind of a dream come true.
Yeah, it is a dream, you know, like, and I hope next year we could have Rio, huh?
Yeah, hey,
imagine.
We got to make that happen. Have a nice one
Yeah,
down
I'm
there
always,
at your home place.
I'm always like, guys, you need to go to Rio. You don't know like where Brazil. Like they say, I already come to Brazil, but Rio is different. Rio is really Brazil, where Brazil is like. It's more the south of Brazil, so it's where everything happens.
Yeah. Oh, we are definitely keen to be getting down there, and I know all of the whole teams and the organisers are putting in a lot of work to try and to make that event happen. And we're just going to go down to the beach with Gemma. She's going to be introducing our finalists.
Thank you very much, Joe. That's right. I'm down here with our 4 male finalists for this Best Trick competition. Rhys Myerscough from Canada, our first finalist. Are you excited about this heat coming up?
Of course.
What are you going to go for, Rhys?
Like something crazy. We'll see. I'll make it up on the way.
That's how crazy it's going to be. Message to everyone watching at home in Canada.
Stay tuned for something crazy.
There you heard it. Stay tuned for something crazy from Rhys. Rhys, we'll let you get ready. Good luck for this final. All right, up next I have James Carew from Australia. James, you've had an epic year. This is a great way to finish it with this Best Trick final. Are you amped?
Yeah, I'm pretty amped. Me and him are going to bit of a pass battle. Kiko's going to try one too, so see if anyone can land one.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Huge!
Thank you, James, and good luck for this final. Ayrton Cozzolino, are you going to go massive?
Yeah, I mean, me and Jem, we have a game plan, you know, it's like to do the biggest 3-on-3 ever. It's going to be a battle, we're going to go out there and have fun, like teammates. It's going to be cool, stock it.
All right, go for it, Ayrton. Thank you so much. We'll see you later. And our last finalist, Kike from Spain. Are you going to do the same?
Yeah, gonna go high. Let's do front roll double tic-tac.
Can't wait to see that. Kike, good luck. See you out on the water.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Gemma. The boys are amped, so we've got a pass battle, and we're going to have the youngster, Kike Roy, trying out a handle pass. That is something I want to see, Pedro?
Yeah, I want to see him doing that. I hope his arms doesn't go off.
Yeah. We can see the young Spaniard getting ready to go into the water with that final. So we're going to be starting very shortly. Beach is starting to fill up with people. Obviously live, we are going to have that world champion ceremony with all the guys, and we'll be crowning our world champions here in Brazil. But at the moment we have Rhys Myerscough, Ayrton Cozzolino, James Carew, and Kiko Roy here for the Best Trick final of the GKA Kite Pro 2019.
I think Rhys will do a triple. No, I think he will try to do the double tic-tac.
Yeah, I saw him doing the double tic-tac, and then he also did do that triple back roll.
Yeah, I never seen that.
And then we have Kiko Roy. He's probably going to go for that front roll double tic-tac. the boys are going to be trying the
The pass,
3-1-3.
yeah.
It's going to be an interesting.
So we are
action-packed-
telling, like, when we were down there, we were telling Chicozo to try the 3-1-5.
I've been trying to get him to try one of those for the past year. Maybe this might be the moment to try it. 3-1-5 could be the winner of the game, but yeah, if anybody can do it, it's that guy, and I'm looking forward to seeing the action on the water.
Yeah, it would be a sick one. Imagine 3-on-7.
You never know. I mean, we just had the likes of Michaeli Sol, the freestyle world champion, coming into the game, so she knows how to do all of these passes, as does, even Ayrton has a freestyle background as well. So
Yeah.
I think as more people from multi-disciplines come in, we're going to see mixing it up.
Yeah, I think Mika pretty soon will be doing the 3-on-3.
Yeah, very closely. Not a lot of time on the strapless board, and already a very good rider, taking the win here and making a huge upset to a lot of these girls. But I think that kind of a shake-up is good, because it means the girls' level is going to increase.
You know, it's perfect because the girls really need like a girl to push them, because like all the competitions was the same, they were doing the same tricks and anyone was kind of pushing harder, just Carla, but I thought Carla was like pushing harder, but then I saw Mika and you can see like that she is really pushing harder, and sometimes she could beat some men, and she's doing like really, really well. Like, it's amazing to see her coming from freestyle and then doing what she's doing now. It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. I mean, what she has done in such a short term and completely shaking it up here. So that is great to see. But we're going to go down to the beach just after this lovely drone shot with Gemma.
Thank you so much, Joe. Here with Carla Herrera. She just won the best trick competition here for the women. Did you enjoy your heat?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It's a bit long on this format, but I enjoy it.
Today is a very important day for you, Carla, because in about 1 hour's time, you're going to be crowned world champion for 2019. How does that feel? It must feel amazing.
Well, it's amazing, but I still don't believe it.
You will very soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
Did you, when you started doing strapless riding, did you imagine that this day was going to happen, that you would make it as world champion? Was it an objective for you?
No, I didn't imagine that. I have to say that was part of my goal to be world champion this year, and I get it, so I'm super proud of myself.
It's fantastic. Congratulations. We're also very proud for you. So we'll let you go and get ready, and we'll see you at the prize giving ceremony very shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Carla. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Gemma. It looks like the music is starting to pump here at the beautiful location of the GKA Kite Pro 2019.
Yeah, the guys are just preparing themselves. I think Kiko just got a good crash here. I think James is going for the 3-on-3 now. I hope the camera got this. Oh, that was huge. I could see here from my left eye, and I think we'll soon get to TV. Yeah, he for sure will try to do the 3-on-3. He had 4 tries, and I think he will land one.
Okay, so we've seen Kiket and we've seen James. Did he go for that 3-1-3?
Yeah, he got too big.
Okay, so James going too big here for that best trick. And coming up next, we're going to have Reese Myerscough. Maybe we're going to see that double back roll tic-tac, eh?
Yeah, I think, or he going for the double tic-tac, or no, double back row tic-tac, or the triple back row. It's weird. Like, I don't know how he can spin so fast like that. I've already tried, but sometimes I got stuck under the bar. But I don't know, it's weird.
Reese is a very compact rider.
Yeah.
He really does, kind of goes into that crouch of the tiger and then just sort of
yeah, all
spins
he's
around.
like, you see that Reese is kind of weird guy. He has like these weird boards and he do like a couple weird tricks, like he's, I don't know, he's always trying to invent tricks, like I think his front shove is one of the sickest front shove I ever saw. And oh, there you go. First try.
Double back roll tic-tac in the bag for Reese Myerscough. So putting up a big number just to start off. Coming up next, we are going to have the current tour leader, Ayrton Cozzolino, coming in on the left-hand side. So he's going to be going out. What is that? We got an 8.5. I think one of the judges has missed half of the rotation. Sometimes this is why the top judges score and the bottom judges score will get kicked out, and then the middle three, the average, that's the number that comes out. So yeah, I think maybe one of the guys there just didn't quite get the whole rotation of it. So 7.32, yeah, that's a fair score for that. Did have a little bit of a sketchy landing on the end there. So yeah, good move there for Reese, putting up a solid number. But coming up next, we have this man front and center on the screen. Who is this, Pedro?
This, I think, is alien. Just came from another planet.
Yeah.
Just landed here, huh?
He is an alien, and he's going to start off. Oh! He wanted it. It was going big, but didn't quite get the full rotation on that. But still, he has another 3 tries to land it. And we will be starting off once again this round with Kiko Roy, the youngster from Spain.
We always talk about, Kozo always says to me, if I don't land the first one, I will land the second one for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty much how he did this event. Huh? If I don't win the first one, I'll win the second one.
Yeah. He's always like that. Even if you win him in the singles, he will come in the doubles and kick you out.
Yeah, he is.
But his time is coming.
His time is coming, exactly. He is one of the most talented riders and one of the guys that has pushed this sport to where it is. But, there is a lot of young talent coming up, yourself included, and I think anything can happen. Whoa, Kiket coming down like a ton of bricks on that one, not quite getting the landing. So that is, and a one footing into a front nose plant there. So coming in with a second crash there from Kiket. Up next, we have James Carew.
Yeah, I think Kiket could go higher, to do the double or even the. That he kind of. I think he wasn't going for the TikTok, and then he just why not? I still have 2 more tricks.
Absolutely, and we can see that man there ready to try and go for the pass battle. James Carew going out on the water. He's going to go for a 3-1-3.
Yeah, for sure. He said he'll try 3 times, and if he doesn't, I think now he'll go all the tricks, 3 and 3, because the other one I said, man, if you don't land at the 3 and 3, just please do like a toe side so you can get through to the final and then try it again.
Yeah, I reckon you're right about that one. So yeah, here we have James Carew tacking on the outside. 3-1-3 attempt coming at you. Yeah, he is. He's touching his leash. He's making sure his leash is in the right position. So James Carew from Australia, left foot forward, coming in like a freight train towards the shore. 3-1-3 attempt coming up next. Second trick attempt of the day for him.
Yeah, brother. Yeah! Oh my God, that was sick.
Oh, that was a huge one. Whoa.
Fuck, that would be a 9.8, something like that.
That has got to be a big score.
That was the best one he ever did, I think.
Look at the stokeness on his face. I know who's going to be paying beers tonight.
Oh my God, I think, yeah, for sure he's always paying beer, so that never mind if he wins or not.
9.3 for that one. That is definitely a solid score. Kite was a little bit higher than the one we saw from Ayrton Cosolino. Good to see the judges taking that into account.
That's awesome.
Because we know that both of these guys are probably going to land that, so you have to make the little differences, eh?
Yeah, because James, the only thing different from him to Kozo in his 3 and 3 is that as soon as he's landing, he's putting the other hand, so he's putting the kite up. As you can see now on the replay, look, he put the bar down past the bar, but you see that the kite is a bit high, and then he does like a loop, and the judges don't like that. They like the kite down normal, without doing a loop and just there.
Yeah, so no, definitely those are the attention to detail to be able to make these small differences. 0.1 of a point can make all the difference when it comes to a final here, and what a place to be having a final like Brazil. But yeah, James Carew already putting a 9.3 out there. A little bit of pressure for the alien Cosolino.
Yeah, a little bit. The guys are coming, huh?
Okay, Reese Myers got a smile on his face. He already got that double back roll tic-tac. Okay, here's that double back roll tic-tac.
Yeah.
Not as high as the first one.
Yeah, I don't think it was higher, and it was too close to the beach. Maybe he was looking for a bump, but he couldn't find it. You see that he comes like really from the flat. But I don't know. Maybe this move could be a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
it's just a bit tiny.
It definitely could be a little bit bigger there. So 7.73. So he has increased it. He has increased it. Obviously,
because
the landing, right?
Yeah, the landing was switch foot, so it was better than a normal one.
can
Yeah,
see.
it's good that the judges are looking for that. Like, you can see that they are looking everything, like the quality and.
And attention to detail, and I can see Ayrton stretching, smacking his arms left, right, and center. That can only mean one thing. 3-1-3 alert here. Ayrton Cosolino coming towards the shore. He knows he's got to do a good one. James already has a 9.3, and I know this boy does not want to lose in the best trick. Oh, he goes big. Does he get it?
Yeah, as you can see, his kite doesn't loop, and he's always, down.
That's going to be a very interesting one because, yeah.
I just think was more controlled than
I
James
think
one. Maybe would be a little bit, better.
I'm going to say it's going to be equal. Because out there you can see he does land the kites a little high.
Yeah, still
I'm
a little
going to
high.
say if it's going to be equal or it's going to be...
lower.
There you go. Good
Yeah.
differences from the judges. I think just
I
in that
still have a
middle
lot-
part, the kite was a little bit higher, and I was saying equal, so zero. So that is a... we're just waiting for the score to come out for some reason. I think there was a number that appeared wrong there, so waiting to see what happens. I'm going to go as far as saying I reckon it's going to be very similar score for Ayrton Cosolino on that one.
Yeah, I think the judges just look in the replay again and try to judge better. But the first number was 9.27. Now maybe it would be a bit bigger.
Okay, just waiting for the last score to be dropped. 9.33. So like I said, almost equal. But yeah, I think as you said, the landing was a bit better. The kite was ever so slightly higher. Very, very similar. Wow, this is good. James is just going to have to go bigger.
Bigger. Normal.
Simple.
Better for him. I think he likes to go in pressure.
He does like to go in pressure, so simple there for Mr. Carew, and unfortunately it looks like we have a boogie in the middle part of the competition area. Unfortunately it looks like a guy...
congrats, man.
Yeah, it looks like a line got caught around his ear there, so there's not much you can do about that, but there you can see our water crew ready to rumble to get them out of there. And James Carew.
Stretching his arms and trying to go hard, huh?
He knows what he's got to do. He's got to go bigger and better. Yeah, this is the kind of pressure I like. Because he's amped now. He's landed the first one. Can he do the second one?
The guys want the beers, huh?
Oh man, look at the face of concentration there. Okay, goes up. Flying through the sky.
Yeah, that happens to me sometimes.
He didn't get that one, didn't get the pop that he wanted, so that is going to be a third attempt. He's going to have to go for it one more time, but the good thing about this guy, smile on his face at 24/7. Okay, let me just trying to get some info on one of these scores. I'll be back right in a minute. Pedro, you keep these guys entertained.
Okay. So I think Reese now, he would go for maybe the triple back row, because I don't know if his numbers, he need a big number to go against Kozo and James if he won the podium, huh? Maybe he would need to do maybe a quadruple back row or just a handle pass, because if you got a big number like that, or just like a handle pass or just some maybe a toe side 7 shove it. Yeah, that would be a good one. Maybe we're gonna try next year. Yeah, let's see what he's gonna do for us. See, these boards that he's using is kind of different than what Kozo and James are using. He made his own board, so yeah, he knows a lot about like quality of boards and about he already fixed some boards of mine. And it's always helpful to have a shaper between us. What?
That was a nice extension. Oh!
Oh my God, it was just like a double Jesus Christ.
That was sick. Yeah, just getting some info in, we can see, looks like there was a system error on Ayrton Cosolino's 3-1-3 there. One of the scores appeared. It looks like on the judging panel for some reason, one of the tablets, the scoring didn't go in correctly, so head judge Danny had to revise the whole trick and then make the call to put it to where it should be, so 9.5 there. So yeah, attention to detail, that's why we got this panels of judges and all these systems to be able to revise everything to make sure that it is as fair as possible. So yeah, good work there from our head judge Danny Jimenez. That's why he was getting the modification, Pedro.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, but I know it would be like a slightly better,
Yeah,
but James still man, James like I think the second one to land a 3-on-3 in a competition after Kozo, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He is the second guy. So coming in like a bat out of hell, Ayrton Cosolini is going to go big again. That is a huge one. Can he land it?
Oh, he break his board for sure. Or his toe.
I think he broke the ocean.
Yeah. He did like some ways. I think we all needed some way.
He's making sure that it's still alive. The board is probably in tears right now, but I mean, with a landing like that, talk about a stomper.
Yeah, it was the bump. He hit the bump and kind of smashed him.
Okay, here we have Kiko Roy. He hasn't landed a trick in this best trick final. Wants to get one in there if he wants to get past any of these three guys. So far, he is on a 0-0-0. Can he produce the goods on this last move? Kiko Roy from Spain, outwards, right foot forward. He does do all his moves, so there's a big front roll. And he loses it. So Kiko, unfortunately, is going to get 4th position in this best trick final. And here we have the last attempt for James Carew for that 3-1-3. I reckon he's going to go for it again, huh?
Yeah, for sure he will. I think he can get a better score. Actually, I never seen he going that big on the 3-on-3. 9.3 was a really, really good one. And maybe he just needs to take care about this kite and then try to put it lower. And I think if it makes it and the kite is like almost touching the water, the judge will give like a 9.8 almost.
Yeah, he does. That is very, very close for him there. So we're going to be waiting for some scores to come in very soon. So James Carew, here he comes, left foot forward, coming towards the judge tower for the final time of the event. He's going to want to go for that big 3-1-3. He has to get better than a 9.5. He knows what he got to do. And hooking. Big tweak and loses it. Head goes back. He is spewing.
Oh, no worries, Matt. He did so good.
I mean, still he is in 2nd position so far. So Reese Myerscott is the only man that can take James Carew's 2nd position so far in this heat, as it looks like Ayrton Cosolino is in the lead. So Reese Myerscott, this move can put him either into 1st or 2nd position, as he already has 3rd in the bag. What has the young Canadian got for us?
Yeah, let's see what he can do to get a 9 score. And yeah, I don't know what he can do to get a 9, but I think he's able to do anything.
Reese is a very talented rider. Like you say, he can do anything out there. So he is going to be turning around, coming towards the shore. It looks like he's been producing most of the goods on the inside section of this competition area. It's a bit flatter there, right, Pedro?
Yeah, it's sometimes when he's I think when the tide is a little bit higher, you can have more bumps, so it can go higher. And the wind is not too strong now. I think the guys are with 10. Yeah, the guys are with 10, and they're doing handle passes. If it was strong, they wouldn't been doing for sure.
Big double back roll, tic tac. That's one of the biggest ones
we've
seen.
Yeah, man.
Huge. He's got to be happy with that one. No. So if he wants to go into 2nd position, he needs a bigger than a 9.3. Oof, I don't think it's going to be that big. High 8s in my books, medium 8s to high, something like that.
Yeah, it would be a medium 8. Yeah, too high.
Yeah, I reckon
with
medium
the downloop
8
was really good.
It was nice. He did get the extension a bit wobbly on the beginning, but yeah, I reckon we're going to wait for those scores to come in. I reckon it will be medium 8 to high 8. So waiting to see what happens here with those scores. Ayrton Cosolino on the way out. Okay, last trick attempt. This is going to be the last official jump of the GKA Kite Pro 2019 and of the GKA Kitesurf World Cup. This is going to be the last move of the year. Ayrton Cosolino already has a 9.5, Pedro. He's going to want to go for a 10.
Yeah, I think he will go for a 10, or he's going to... Yeah, I think he will go for a 10. Let's see. Oh, no, he's going for the Rodeo pass, for sure. Look.
Going for the Rodeo pass. Oh, Oh, missing the bar. So no, unfortunately, he will not get the pass on that one. So what does that mean? It means that we will have the winner of the best trick of the GKA Kite Pro 2019 is going to be Ayrton Cosolino. In second position, James Carew. And in third position, we have Reese Myerscott with the fourth position of Kiko Roy. Pedro, thank you very much for being in the booth with me one more time. Look forward to seeing you next season. Very good luck in that competition in Rio. So, yeah, thanks for being with us and enjoying, and I hope to see you win in that competition, eh?
Yeah, thanks, Joe. I hope I can get in the first place of the podium once and training for that. So, yeah, I hope I see you soon.
I hope to see you soon again, my friend. So one more time, thanks for being with us, and I will see you.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Yeah, that was great to be here.
Okay, so there we can see a little bit of a recap there of the guys. We can see the slow motions of some of those beautiful tricks from the best trick, and then we can see one of those 3-1-3s of the action there. So yeah, well, I'm Josie Ashton, and it has been an absolute pleasure doing the live stream with you guys for the 2019 GKA Kite Pro. I want to say a big thank you to all the sponsors and to all the teams, all the organization, all the media for making this event happen, every single volunteer, everybody that has done their little grain of sand to make this one of the best events on history. Make sure you stay tuned, as we are going to go on the 19th of November. We will be down in Kumbuko for the Freestyle Championship. So one more time, Josie Ashler tuning out, and we'll see you soon.